My name is Grace, and I share content on life, on love and living, and life experiences. And we're going to pick out lessons from them on what you can do better, what you should do differently, and if you are in a similar situation, how you can just maneuver your way out of it. Yes, you're welcome once again. Let me give you a recap. She stated that she's newly married, just welcomed a child, and then the husband works from home. And both of them, there has been a transparent relationship. She goes through his stuff, and I think likewise too, he should be able to go through her stuff, her phone, and other gadgets like that. And she said something so that there was no problem. So, but along the line, he got a new phone, and then he used a different password. She could not access the phone. And she was like, babe, what was it? Hope all is well. And he was like, there's no problem. Everything is fine. But, she was curious because that was not how it used to be. Thing. Eventually, months down the line, when he got another phone, changed password, and then she could not even access the phone. She was like, babe, like this is not how it used to be. So one day she was just going through his phone, and then she saw a message popped up that has emoji of kisses. So who could be sending kisses to my husband when it is not me? So she took note of the number, or the name rather, and then later she caught the husband's password like that, and eventually cloned his WhatsApp on iPhone. And so she could access his WhatsApp while on her own phone. And so she saw the chats they were, having deleting, and then how that they had planned to even meet the week before, but unfortunately he could not attend the meeting where they ought to meet like that. And she said she had just been to herself, like she has just been calm, she's not doing anything. She feel, as though she was betrayed. That kind of feeling, like someone that you trust, your husband and wife, and then the person is now talking to another woman, like cheating on you. Okay, so that was it, Sha. And she felt betrayed to an extent, and she just said she's keeping to herself, so she has not communicated anything out. So now let's consider this. What do you think? What do you think she should do? When I saw this post on Facebook, I made some comments, and people kept coming to my inbox like, what can they do this and that? Some were even saying some do not really believe in and what I shared. But one of the points I made somewhere along the line, I was showing comment. I was like, okay, you can pray too. So people felt like pray in this kind of thing. So that's why I bring it here. So let me just do a video to just share a part of it, because there's no one way to any problem. When you're in a problem, there are different ways to it. The main thing is just that let that problem be solved. And so I will just be sharing general tips on how one can actually handle a situation like that. So now from the post, the lady did not say in any place that her husband is having sex with the lady. There was a place also, I think towards the end of this thing, she said that the lady is his classmate from school, from secondary school. So maybe it's more or less like an unfinished love affair kind of something. So, but what she established was that the husband was in talking terms with her, and then it has gone into this intimacy stuff. Like, I love, I want to hear your voice every time. When lover birds just start affair. So, and what I suggested that can be done actually is just, I think the woman should, from her post, she said that whenever there is any issue, or she sees something she's not happy about, or something she's suspicious about, or anything, that she will talk with him, and then they will resolve it. The first thing, to have a quality marriage, LD home, is quality relationship, quality communication. Communicate whatever you're feeling, however you're feeling it, communicate with your partner. And she used to do this before, but she's not doing it, and now when she actually needed to do it. So the first thing she should have done, or she should do, is to communicate with the husband and, okay, babe, this is it. You have been, first of all, you change your password. You are not talking with me. We I'm not feeling your presence in our home. You are far from me. What's the problem? When they talk and talk and talk, the husband will talk. He will open up. If he does not open up, you already know that there is problem. That the wife is already suspicious of something. And because that thing is true, he will now either he stops doing it, or the wife will not take it to the second level. So when you communicate with your spouse, communicate how you're feeling. Don't just say I will pretend as though I'm not seeing it or I don't know what's happening. It's not even about the lady, it's your guy, it's your man. So before it gets to an extent where it will be out of hand, so while it is still small, handle it with wisdom. So when you communicate, you know what the problem is. How can you solve it as a family? If he says, okay, well, this is it, maybe this was what the lady did, or how they are trying to get back together, things like that. So they will just cut all relationship, or communication, and forge ahead. So the second like it is you see something, because I mentioned in that post that one should pray, but people were like praying. So praying, it's sounding too spiritual for that kind of thing. And the thing is, the foundation of any marriage is on Christ. And so if it's faulty or if something is happening, it is the same Christ that you can run to and cry to. But because we think it's only when we need strong, strong spiritual intervention that we will cry to God, no, it's not so. So even at this stage, pray to God. This is the place where the woman will just, go to God, pray to God, and Lord, this man is the man you gave to me, this and that. This is what he's doing. I do not like it. It's not giving me peace. Pour your mind to God. God will not judge you. You can talk to a man, and men will be like, why didn't you do this? A man can judge you, but God will not judge you. So communicate with God and look at how God will work in your favor. As a person, personally, there are times when at home, if my husband and I have maybe a kind of difference or misunderstanding or so, what I do is I will just say, God, whether I'm right or wrong, I'll just say, God, this thing, I don't want it. Let it be resolved. And so, and so. And before my husband will come back and be like, babe, I'm sorry, this and that. And he will tell me that, the Holy Spirit ministered to me that this is what I should have done. This is the thing is, there are some things that beyond what you can do as a man, the Spirit will take it to the extra level. That's when you see God dealing with a man. And so prayer is very, very needful and important, even as though it looks as though it's too spiritual. So if you're a Christian or someone that believes in God, I'm telling you, don't joke with prayers in your home. And that's why, some people will say, every home needs a praying woman. It's not just a praying woman, a praying partner, both husband and wife. Yes. So, but for this story which you are looking at, let her pray. So once she's praying and then communication is in place, along the line, that thing the husband is doing will stop. But if she does not take any action, the thing will remain and it will graduate to a level where she was not, or to a level where she's not even expecting. And at that point, a lot of things can just go out of hand. So, what else do you have to say? Yeah, what else do you have to say? Please drop in the comment section. Let everyone learn. Your marriage actually deserves the best. Yes, because that's what God wants for you. That's his plan, his agenda for you. That maritally you are settled. And then marriage does not work just like that. You need to put reciprocal actions, and be intentional about all you do. So yes, I pray that if you're experiencing a turbulence in your home, that God will help you. He will give you grace to thrive and to triumph, and He will win the battle for you. Thank you for following. And please, friends, like, share, subscribe.